I watched like 6 to 7 streamers doing this survey. Literally no one knows what they want, and everyone want completely different things.
I know, but that's why you should watch me. That's why I am the literally only streamer you should watch when it comes to these surveys. When it comes to classic plus discussion, I'm quite literally the only guy you should listen to. And I'll tell you why. Can I tell you why though? Because I am really good at the game. I have 20 years of experience, 1900 days playtime. So I know everything about every single expansion. And not just that, listen to me. I like both versions. I like retail, I like classic. You ask Amphi about Classic Plus, he hates retail, right? So automatically, his options are going to be biased, right? But if you want Classic Plus to succeed, you can't only have Classic community enjoy the Classic Plus. You need to have everybody enjoy Classic Plus, because Classic Plus is future of WoW. So you also need the retail players to come and be like, oh damn, let me try this out, right? Bam, oh my god, it's kind of fun though, right? You need both. That's why you ask people like me. Like, who the fuck cares what Payo thinks about Classic Plus survey? Like respect it, right? I like Payo, don't get me wrong, right? But who the fuck cares what Payo thinks about Classic Plus? Like, be honest though. Can I predict, keep everything same, keep same, and add remove layers? There you go. I'm done. I'm Payo. Bye-bye with the survey. Guys, there are 45-year-old people who just play Classic WoW. You're never gonna see the future of Classic Plus with these people. You need more people. Either completely new players who never played WoW ever in their lives, or retail players. You need them, bro. There's a reason why housing subreddit on retail has more people, more community, more interaction than literally whole of classic Reddit. You understand? Classic WoW is dying, bro. It's dying. Just please listen to me. I will fix this. What's up, YouTube? Pilav TV. Let's do the second part of Classic Plus survey. World dungeon survey, lore survey, quest survey. Well, I guess let's go one by one. Dungeon survey. Pick the top 3 dungeons you enjoy leveling in Classic WoW. Damn, bro. All right, can I think? Ragefire Chasm, no. Wailing Cavern, no. Dead Mines, no. Shadowfang Keep, no. Stockades, no. Black Fathom Deeps, no. Nomergun, no. RFK, no. SM Graveyard, hell no. Library, decent. Armory, good loot, but no. Cathedral, good. Cathedral so far. RFD, no. Uldaman, I don't know, first mob is like 35, level 35, and the final boss is 47. I don't know. Maybe. Zul'Farrak for sure. A lot of quests. Good, easy quests as well. Nice dungeon. A lot of nice items too. Maraudon, again, same thing as, you know, Uldaman. Too much difference in like level. Sunken Temple, no. BRD, Lower Blackrock Spire. Okay, so if I had to choose like one more, here it says 3, right? Top 3. Cathedral, Zul'Farrak. Probably BRD. BRD gotta go. I like BRD though. Even though, yes, maybe it's same as Uldaman and Mara in the terms of, you know, level difference between the start and the finish. Just the simple fact that this dungeon has 22 bosses and over 10 quests, you can unironically, and a lot of good solid items. Now pick the top 3 dungeons you think need major revamping. Okay, so in Classic WoW, I assume, which dungeons would I like to change in Classic Plus? Well, to be fair though, most of them, I would change all of them almost, like, yeah. But let's do, like top 3, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna vote for a Graveyard. Like, Graveyard is horrible, right? But I don't think I'm gonna vote for this because Cathedral is good and they're kind of like one, right? So I'm gonna ignore SM, but technically a Graveyard is dog shit, right? But I'm not gonna do that. Let me tell you what I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking like this. I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking, and then you tell me if you agree or not, right? I'm thinking more like this. Yeah, this is kind of like my top 4. So like Wailing Cavern are a bit weird, and I don't know, like there doesn't feel like a dungeon. I don't know how to explain. Like other than the final Murloc boss and the big dude on the right side, like every boss is like, I don't know, weird, and it just doesn't feel like a boss, right? Lower Blackrock Spire is fine. It's fine, but like, okay, they're like this, I guess then. Nomergun is not fine though. You cannot tell me. Like, it's not fine. I don't know. It can be better. Like, it's a really cool place, right? But it doesn't feel epic. When you go BRD, it kind of feels like, damn, there we go, we're here, right? But Nomergun is huge and whatever, but it's just kind of mid. Yeah, Wailing Cavern, BFD, and Nomergun is my vote. But like, honestly, all. Like, you've had to, like, you know, all. At launch, given a finite amount of developer resources, okay, should more effort be put into creating entirely new dungeons? Yes. Or improve. For Classic Plus, should I improve existing dungeons or make new dungeons? on the release. I think on the release, improve new, current dungeons. Yes. Exactly. New dungeons can come whenever, exactly in the future patches or expansions. At the beginning, I want all the dungeons to be fixed, because let's be honest, they are kind of shit. Like, let's be honest, right? As much as we are nostalgic about going into SM or any of the dungeons I clicked on as being good ones, right? Even Zul'Farrak, they can be way better, like way better. Should more open world dungeons and quests associated with them be added? Open world dungeons? Like, what does that mean? Oh, like the, okay, so like the Jadar, Felwood, okay, little cave in Felwood, okay, little castle in Rathi Highlands, and of course, the golems, elite golems in Winter Spring. Open world dungeons are boring? No, they're not. Open world dungeons are cool and make the world feel alive? Yes. Turn open world dungeons into actual instance dungeon? No. This, yes, like just keep them like the way they are, but like, you know, maybe don't like add lots of them, but some of them, I guess. Yes, I like that. How do you feel about rare spawns inside of dungeons? I don't like it. So when I see this, I think of Jed. You know, remember that fucking NPC in UBRS? I remember everybody wanting that spell casting trinket, so we would fish for ID, right? You would go inside, target Jed, okay, no Jed, go out, reset, cringe. So no rare spawns in dungeons. It's absolutely fucking annoying to do that. Yes, rare spawns are annoying. If I want an item, sure, there you go. Exactly. How do you feel about lockout caps? I like them because doing 5 dungeons per hour, right, is more like, why would you need more? I know why would you need more. In case you're cheesing something, right? If you're cheesing something or like, right, abusing some sort of exploit, right, then you need more. Otherwise, in which fucking world can you do 6 dungeons in 1 hour, right? It's like impossible. So no, keep them in 5. I think 5 is good. How do you feel about dungeon having a rotation or random boss spawn with specific loot? Ringo Law in BRD. Okay. Edge of Madness boss in Zul'Gurub. Okay, I see what you mean. Unless it's an absolute end game, right? Like, unless it's like the fucking main raid, right? Where you can get like a lot of bis items from a certain boss. It's whatever, bro. Kind of like it in a way. Yes, exactly. So like, don't really care, honestly, bro. Like, if they remove them, I don't give a shit. But if they don't, as long as they're not, you know, Ragnaros or fucking his brother can spawn, right? But if it's a random dungeon while leveling, who cares? Maybe for a pre-base item, doesn't matter, bro. Should there be a heroic dungeons in Classic Plus? If anybody here votes for no, they automatically, there should be like a little trick question, right? Like a little trick question to filter out all the retards, right? So if anybody actually votes for no, automatically their survey should not like be taken into the consideration, right? What if non-hardcore is hard and drops good loot? It's not about being hard, or like, even if the normal dungeon is really good, right? Really difficult, you still need heroic. I'll tell you why though. Because one, difficulty in PvE content in 2026 is not enough. You understand? That the skill difference and the commitment, like the gap between the players who are good and bad, is enormous. So like, you know what I mean? For some people, it will be either too easy, right? Or too hard. Like, you need like 2, bro. You need like even more. I think I would argue you need 3. Normal, heroic, and mythic. Because there's so many, you know, dumbass motherfuckers. Anyways, should there be a Mythic Plus style dungeon ladders and progression? No. Sure, so long as it's purely cosmetic rewards, yes. Ooh. I would like to start off with this. I would like to start off just cosmetics, right? Because it's a big change, right? It's obviously huge change. Big no. I disagree though. Because Classic WoW, one of the biggest problems with Classic WoW is that there is no end game, right? There's literally nothing to do. You kill the boss, right? You beat the big bad guy in the end, and then what? You just log out. You have nothing to do. Vanilla WoW was designed for 2004/5, and I feel like they honestly didn't have in mind, like they didn't think about end game, right? In their mind, Ragnaros was end game. But if you think about it, Ragnaros is not the end game. In any expansion, not just Vanilla WoW, in fucking The War Within, Dimensions is not the end game. The real end game is PvP, right? That's the real end game because it's never ending, right? It just always goes. Or Mythic Plus, which also never ends, right? And collecting stuff. So the real end game is collecting, PvP, and then Mythic Plus. Raiding is not end game. Raiding is just, you do the thing, okay, we killed the main guy, what now, bro? You can raid log, but that's whatever, 1 hour per week. Endgame in 2026, transmog, yes. Collecting stuff and PvP. Don't forget about PvP though. PvP is also endgame because it never ends. Like you can always get more rating, right? Same with Mythic Plus. So in Vanilla WoW, there is no PvP, no rated PvP, dead. There's nothing to collect, dead, and there is no Mythic Plus, dead. So if you want the game to actually have something to do, you need Mythic Plus. Now, I do agree it's a huge change to just automatically fucking make a ladder and whatever, give a good loot for number 1 people. Cosmetics. There you go, a mount for, I don't know, first season. And then if it's good, right? If it's good balance and stuff, then we can move on to this, right? But for now, I would like this. Should certain bosses or areas be locked behind requiring a specific class or profession? Oh, like fishing a boss in Zoo group? I think yes. I mean, it's a bit dumb in a way. You need fishing to summon a boss. You need the rogue to unlock chests. But in a way, it's kind of cool though, right? Like otherwise, we're just getting retail plus, not classic plus. So that's why though. The way it is right now, I think it's good, you know? Every now and then you need a rogue to unlock a door or a gate or like open the chest, right? Like, I think it's fine though. Or like, honestly, don't care. There you go. I don't care. Okay, that's probably better. I don't really care. Should player power chase items be extremely low drop? Okay, so should there be pre-raid bis a very low drop chance items from like dungeons and stuff? I think there should be some items like that, yes. It's kind of fun to have something to chase. Oh, I get it. Okay, so like a Mara dagger. Okay, so like some items you like genuinely farm like over hundreds of times. Okay, so now I understand. I love those items and would be disappointed to see them removed. No, I guess here it's kind of fun to have something to chase. Yes, I agree. I agree with this. I would not remove them. That's my answer. Should there be a Yes, yes. I mean, nobody can deny this. To be fair, though, this is more for retail, to be honest, right? Solo challenges for retail, but why not in Classic WoW as well? Yeah, like a mage tower in Classic WoW. I think that'd be cool. Like the rogue quest for poisons in Barrens. That's cool. But like now imagine like actually making it bigger and more. Should dungeon finder be implemented? If so, teleports you to a dungeon or only groups you and you travel up to you. Oh, okay. So no, yes, but only as an in-game UI to assist forming groups. Yes, for now. Yes, automatic forming, but I still have to travel. This one is also fine. Yes, auto forming, teleports in and out. No. These two are cool. So this is the way it is right now. This would like automatically find me a group and then we, have to walk there. I think this. I mean, both are fine. This is like, it's just same, but you don't have to talk to people. But I kind of like talking to people is cool in a way, right? Hey, bro, do you need shaman for whatever Uldaman? So I'll click on two, like keep it the way it is right now. It's still really easy to find dungeons. You don't need like hours to find one, right? And also you can, maybe avoid whatever lower level players, or if you don't want to, let's say you're a shaman enhancement, you want to play with fucking warrior, you're not going to get a mage and a warlock, then your Wind Fury totem is going to, right? So you can, I guess, yeah, this is probably better. I'll keep two though. So the way it is right now, it's pretty good. Should summoning stones outside of dungeons and raids? Of course. Guys, no comment on this. Anybody who votes for no, I mean this genuinely, they should automatically not be considered for this survey. Yes, summoning stones should be in the game, of course. I know that warlocks lose a little bit of whatever importance than just it's classic plus, right? It's not make something like, make them useful in another way, I guess. I mean, they have hellstones. There you go. You do so well. For sure, by the way. It's just too good. You're still going to have to walk there, right? It's not like every dungeon you're going to get summoned, right? If you are one of the two dudes closest to the stone, you will go there, right? So every second or third dungeon, you will go there. Mathematically, you're going to be the one who's going to go there to, you're going to be the one who's going to go summon dudes. So, it's good. I like it a lot. All right, good. There we go. That's the first part out of 5 surveys. The next one is about lore, though. A lore survey. This one, I feel like, will be the most interesting one, I guess, from this survey. How would you rate story as a whole in Vanilla WoW? Okay, that's a trick question, though, because the story itself is good, right? But the way they told the story is shit. Like, it's really bad, actually. Other than the story of Ankiraj, right? AQ, where you have the big event before the raid open, right? The faction events. Every other, right? Like, what the fuck is Molten Core? I don't know. Or what's next? Let's say it's 2005, you go next. What is next, bro? One day, there's no next. Other day, there's next. Right? There's nothing. Like, you just, like, it's really poorly told. Like the way they tell story on retail is really good. But the problem is, story on retail is bad. So here, the story is good, but the way it's told is bad. So I guess story is good. It's not peak, though, right? It could be better. Compared to, Warcraft 3, I still think Warcraft 3 is, like, peak. This is like 7, I guess, story. But like the way it's told is a little bit annoying though. Oh, there you go, bro. I swear, it's like I didn't even read this. There you go. Yes. So the story is good. I would say like story is even 8 out of 10. There you go. And then you have this. Do you feel the classic WoW? Yeah, of course. There you go. No. Barely, exactly. Horrendous. Do you feel the classic WoW does a good job explaining the story? No. I don't even know who the fuck is Ragnaros, right? I know, right? I know elemental god, one of the 4 elemental gods, but unless you read the quest, like every single quest you take. So yeah, the story in Classic WoW has not been told in a good way, in my opinion. It's really like, unless maybe, I don't even know, if you read the quests, I guess you can maybe tell what's going on. But if you don't read the quests, it's really hard to tell what's going on, right? Which I don't think is a good idea because not many people read the quests, right? What is the best major story told in Classic WoW by Blizzard? AQ. Hopefully I spelled that well. I think of that. What is the war story you are aware of in Classic WoW? The war story. Which one is the war story from all the dungeons and raids? I mean, I don't really like have a specific one that I have in mind. Honestly, maybe even BWL, like if you think about it. I mean, Nefarian is kind of a big deal, no? Son of Deathwing, leader of the Black Dragonflight after Deathwing left. Kind of like a big deal, right? But I don't know, like there's not like really much going on. Like who the fuck is he if you like don't actually know that from like YouTube videos, right? Unless you watch YouTube videos, who is fucking Nefarian? Nobody knows. So I guess BWL, I don't know, I'm just gonna like write something random, doesn't matter, right? Should Caverns of Time be added as a tool for more dungeons and raids and lore? Yes. And I don't care if it's specifically Caverns of Time, right? But there should be, yes. So I guess, right? Definitely the Caverns of Time is a great tool, sure, right? Like the way they did it in retail, I guess, right? Yeah, why not? And it's also in the game, right? Like it's not like they have to add something new. It literally exists. So I would say yes, so bro. Should the minor faction / reputation be expanded on? Check all if you'd be interested in get a bigger part in lore of the game. Oh, okay, so like more quests, maybe even a dungeon or like something more, okay. Centaurs, Defies Brotherhood, various Ogre clans, Syndicate, Cenarian Circle. I mean, in a perfect world, all of them, right, should be. But like, what's the question though? Should the minor be expanded on? Okay, let me think. Can I think? I don't know what to click here. Like, I don't really... I guess all, but like if you have to... Okay, let me choose like top 3, right? That I would like to see more of. Cenarian Circle has a really big place, right? In Silitus is like literally the whole zone is just for them. So I'm not going to vote for this. The Syndicate are the random losers that the rogues should care about. And they do have a lot of quests with them, right? And you also have the insane title with them, right? So it kind of doesn't matter. Defies Brotherhood, they have a dungeon in Dead Mines and kind of like a little story mode in Stormwind. I know they're more important than just having a one dungeon, right? They could definitely be expanded on, but whatever. Centaurs have whole Desolate. There's something going on there as well, some quests. Ogre clans. Sure, ogres are super important in WoW lore, but there is DM. I'm inside one right now. I don't really know. Argent Dawn has fucking Nax and stuff. There's a lot of quests there as well. Not 2 dungeons, even technically like 3, right? Infinite Dragonflight, honestly, there is like not much about that. But Infinite Dragonflight is kind of weird. I don't really care about it too much, to be fair. Hydraxian Waterlords. It's super important because, you know, you literally need them for Ragnaros, whatever, Molten Core. But I don't really know anything about them. So I guess this is the one. Like, actually, like, it's really important, right? Like, you need... They're, like, really good guys, right? But I don't even know what the fuck are they. Like, literally, I know nothing about them. And number 2, Darkmoon Fairy. No. No. Honestly, bro, I don't even, like, it doesn't matter. There you go, I just do one. I just do this. Is it important to you if the story told in Classic Plus leads from phase to phase in a cohesive way? I do care about story, but what does this even mean? Each parish was formed... Oh, I get it now, okay. I don't know, bro. It's not a big deal, yeah. Exactly, I guess. It's not a big deal, though. So, yes, I don't care how it's told. I care if it's good. Should each phase or cluster of phases conclude a storyline before picking up a new arc? Or can stories run concurrently? I think they should run concurrently. Or can, at least. Yes, I think they should be kind of... That one story shouldn't completely end. I agree. I vote for this. Which of the following villains in World of Warcraft should you consider have a compelling story? You have to choose 5. So which story of these characters was told well in World of Warcraft? Arthas for sure. They did a really good job in Wrath of the Lich King, right? He appears in like many places, right? In a dungeon, in fucking thing, whatever it's called, Drak Thul, whatever. Dungeon, obviously in TOGC as well. Like he's, yeah, Arthas is probably the best one, honestly. Onyxia's story was told well in a way, right? Because you have the attunement for Onyxia. which of course introduces you to her. So unironically, for now, I'm gonna click on Onyxia, right? Honestly, Prince Kael'thas was told in a better way than this. For now, I'll click yes. Edwin Van Cleef, he was told well, I think, if you actually, you know, follow the Deadmines quests and the letter that you pick up on the ground and you kind of like listen to the, right? It's okay. Cthulhu, sure. Macteridon, no. No, who cares? Nobody cares. Yogg-Saron story. Was it told well in Ulduar? I think the best told stories are definitely these three. Probably Illidan. I mean, there is a lot about Illidan, yeah. Yeah, stuff like this. I mean, this, honestly, no. This could be like, he was such a, like, no, he could have been even better, right? Like, this could have been even better. There's even the lore during Yogg. I know, there you go, I click Yogg. Yogg, Arthas, Prince Kael'thas, Illidan, and Onyxia. That's my answer. Anything else you would like to mention about lore on World of Warcraft as it pertains to Classic Plus? Yes, more in-game cinematics, like in Warcraft 3. But there we go, bro. That's my final choice. Good. Okay, this one was kind of boring to do, not gonna lie. Next one is quests and leveling survey. Okay, let's see about this one. How do you feel about leveling cadence of vanilla World of Warcraft, averaging 150 hours to level cap? I think it's perfect. Imagine if you need 150 hours to level up to max level every time new expansion comes out, right? Now that's a little bit too much, right? So let's say you need 150 hours from 60 to 70 and from 70 to 80, another 150 hours, right? It's too much. But for vanilla WoW, where you know, it's kind of like actual content to level, I think it's perfect. I would unironically even say it should be a little bit longer. Like unironically, I would even click on this. But I think for Classic Plus, it's fine. It's just right. Because in Classic Plus, I think in Vanilla WoW should be here. But Classic Plus, assuming, right, they're gonna, you know, introduce some actual new content, like whatever, right? Mythic Plus or whatever, you know, rated PvP. Yes. I think then it's fine. So it's just right. Should Classic Plus have phased level caps that raise over time until we eventually hit 60? What? Wait, that was the thing in SOD? No, bro. Of course not. That's the dumbest thing ever. Of course not, bro. No, bro. No. I'm gonna click 5 times. Maybe each time I click, you know, it counts like as one. I'm gonna spam it. I liked it. Level 20 was fun. No, but like, this is not fun, bro. You get level 25 in what, 1 day and then you're max level. That's not fun, I think. No, leveling is super important in Classic WoW. It should be important in Classic Plus as well. To get max level, it shouldn't take 1 hour. Sorry, bro. Rank these quest types in terms of how much you like them, with 1 being your favorite to 11 being your least favorite. Okay, so this is number 1. This is, okay, this is number, okay. Oh, damn. Kill X number of enemies, loot X number of items, fetch the item from the place and bring it back to me, escort NPC, carry the thing from one to another, kill a specific raid boss, discover this location, craft whatever, do this thing, but you have time limit, an enemy drop the quest item that begins a new quest. Quest objective isn't fully explained. You need to figure it out, little bro. Okay, so this is definitely on the last spot. So number 1, probably kill this. Like number 1, right? Just go out there, kill 7 dudes and come back, right? I think that's probably the best. Yeah, I always liked these quests. When I go to Nagrand, I think that's a perfect example in TBC. Kill 30 birds, 30 fucking horses, 30 mammoths. Kill 10 rock dudes, kill 15 like, you know, sick Draenei guys. There you go, bro, right? You kill a couple of each, you come back, you have 50 quests completed. Super happy, right? I mean, I like this. Fetch the item from the place and then bring it back to me. I like that. Like, instead of, you know, having to loot stuff from mobs, which would be this, right? You know, maybe you have to get like 6 whatever boxes from a mob, but the drop chance is like low. So you have to kill 50 mobs to get it. But it's just a little bit annoying sometimes because, you know, maybe there's like a lot of people doing it. And then, you know, it's really, yeah, exactly. But this, it's a guarantee thing where you have to kill the mobs to get there anyways, and then just click on it and go back. So I think this is the second one. I guess this would be the third one, right? To loot stuff on the ground. Discover location, craft things. I don't want to craft things. An enemy dropped a quest item. Sure, I like that when that happens as well. You know, you kill a mob and it gives you a quest item. Escorts are boring because mobs are so slow in Classic WoW. They just, oh guys, no! My village is burning and my family slaughtered. We have to run. Please save me. Escort quest. And then he like RP box. I guess carry the thing. Carry the thing. Discover the location. Specific raid boss. This is the worst. I guess escort can come now. No, actually time limit is better. Yeah. Actually, no, this is better. And then boss. And then I will do escort. And then this. And then craft. Yeah, I hate crafting. There you go. That's my final one. Do you feel like the flow of the quest in Vanilla WoW leads you from zone to zone in a natural way? No. It's a matter of fact horrible. Of course, there are examples where it does do a good job, right? You know, from Elven Forest to whatever, Westfall, right? But then from Westfall, you go to fucking whatever Dark Shore in other continent where you have to do a fucking skip over the mountain above Ironforge and then like do a deathless skip with a crocodile level fucking 50 in the water, and then you have to sit on a ship and go to the other continent all the way there where night elves are, and then you sit on another ship to go to that. Bro, no. So no, it's horrible. No. Yes, I always got some new zone to check out and quest to do. That's also not true. There are some gaps, but generally it flows well. I often find myself having to grind mobs. I don't have to grind mobs, but I have to do dungeons though, right? Like if you do dungeons, right? So without like just doing quests, you do have to obviously grind mobs. But if you do dungeons, you don't really have to grind mobs. But I'm still gonna click on this. Yes, I often have to, do some random garbage. Should there be more quest hubs with exciting zones? With existing zones, rather. Okay. Oh, like a place where you get a bunch of quests? Okay, yes, I like that. I like that? Okay, I like that. Yes, there should be, yes. 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 I like that. Like, yes, you go to Crossroads, there's like 50 fucking quests, and then you go out, you come back with like 20 quests being completed. Oh, it's like the best feeling in the world, right? When you have like everything completed in like from one town. Yes. How do you feel about puzzle quests? Oh, I hate that. That are more complicated to complete, like kill 10 boars. E.g., example, Captain Sanders' hidden treasure in Westfall, or Quadragulian from Sod. What the fuck is this, bro? No. No. Yeah, exactly. They're too complicated. I don't like that. And not just in WoW. I don't like that in retail WoW. I don't like that in any game where there's like a little, you know what I mean? Like a little, whatever, puzzle to do. I hate puzzles. Okay, so how do you feel about repeatable? How do you feel about daily quests? I feel good about daily quests. I don't really like care about them, right? I would like to change this about daily quests. Gold is really important in Classic WoW, and I even argued this in the past that Classic WoW is probably the most pay-to-win expansion ever, in my opinion. Vanilla WoW, right? Not Classic, but Vanilla WoW, because like gold is so important in this game. Like the mount only is like 1,000 gold, right? Epic mount, and like all the enchants and stuff, and you're getting upgrades pretty often. So if you want to keep on enchanting your gear, right? It's like too much gold, right? If you want to have enchanted gear and just basic consumables, right? Maybe buy a summon or two every now and then when you're getting world buffs and you have no time to actually fly there, but you need to buy, right? It's really kind of pay to win, and a lot of cool BOEs as well, right? Which are nice. And then if you have one alt, which is not even that much, like many rather, one is like completely fine. You know, I would say average is like 3 or 4 even, but let's say one, you have one, boom, you double everything. It's too much gold though. And one of the ways to get gold, which I think is probably the best way to get gold, is daily quests. That's the way I farmed gold back in the original TBC in 2007 when you guys were small little children. I was doing daily quests. I think doing professions is annoying because bots are dominating the profession scene, and also, you know, multi-boxing, you know, node camping losers, right? Boosting people is kind of like nerfed and prohibited even in some scenarios. So like literally, like the best thing is to do daily quests. So I like daily quests, and they should even add more, but increase the reward you get from them, right? What else do we have? Should there be daily, weekly world quests? World quests, like in retail? Yeah, I think so. Like a lot of people are maybe afraid of world quests because, you know, Legion, you know, introduced them, I think. No, it sucks. Can we take a step back before you say it sucks? You always need to ask yourself why it sucks. The reason why they would suck is if they were mandatory or gave you, like, you know, a power. Like in Legion, they gave you power, right? They gave you whatever artifact, whatever strength. I forget the system, but you know, they literally made you stronger. World quests in Classic WoW wouldn't make you stronger. It would be another way to make gold, right? Why not? Gold is super important. It's 65 euros for 1,000 gold. Unironically, like, you cannot just, like, it's so expensive, bro. Just know, and this is exactly what I'm saying, guys. This is a typical example of a classic Andy who is the reason why this game is absolute fucking garbage. This person is the reason why fucking housing Reddit, right? Like retail housing subreddit has more users than whole of Classic WoW Reddit, right? So literally the whole game, like literally every single subreddit in Classic WoW combined have less users, less interaction than just housing subreddit on retail. This is the reason, bro. Because you dumbass motherfuckers are not open for a change, and that's why this game sucks fucking balls. It's just absolutely garbage. Yes to World Quest. Yes. Of course, that doesn't automatically mean it's going to be like in fucking BFA, where you have to do a world quest to be stronger. Again, no. Just a world quest for gold or for a fucking green shoulders that give you 3 agility, right? It doesn't matter, bro. You're level 22, there's a world quest, let's go there. Maybe 1 per zone, right? Maybe it doesn't have to be 60 per zone. 1 per zone. Let's say you're doing quests here, and there's a world quest here in this awesome zone to go here and do something, right? He's going to like send you, like, you're going to explore the world more. You will see the more of the world, right? There's no flying mounts to just jump from one to another one, fucking get summoned. No, you walk on your little fucking 20% mount. You get there. It's a beautiful, yes. Yes, there you go. Even says here, world quests get players out in the world more regularly, adding them. Exactly, bro. Yes. You get to see the world more world PvP, more like reason to like log in and do something, bro. Yes. Should every class get more class quests on top? Yes. Like in a Legion class, yeah, class, whatever, Order Hall, right? Every spec had a quest line, which kind of like explains the lore of the spec you're playing. So yes, class quests are fun ways to expand on the RPG and explore the lore. Exactly, bro. While making leveling feel different every time. Yes. How do you feel about the group quests while leveling? I love them. I don't want to do a group quest every fucking right level even or whatever hour, but you know, every now and then, you know, maybe like every second or third zone. Group quests are annoying. No, they're not. The group quests are fine as long as there aren't too. Yes, perfect. There we go. Not too many. Should quest reward gear be buffed? Yes. Sometimes you do a quest that's even like difficult, even like a dungeon quest, right? Whatever, right? Or like an elite quest. And then the reward is a plate bracers with 7 spirit and 4 agility. And you're like sitting there and like a little bit flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck, bro? Right? Plate with spirit, okay, maybe holy paladin, but then 4 agility. What? So I would say yes, definitely buffed, or just at least fixed, I guess it's a better word. Fixed or buffed. Should attunements in streamlined, should attunements be made easier? No. They're not difficult anyways. The only, I guess, difficult one is maybe Onyxia, because you need to group up with dudes. But it's not even that difficult. I think no. I think keep them the way they are. And if you touch the Onyxia attunement questline, I will lock you away with Marshall Windsor. What the fuck are these guys saying, bro? No, but if you... Okay, whatever. I guess I vote for no. I think they're fine there, right? I feel like doing attunements is low-key content as well, right? In the, like, you know, phase 1, you know, like all the guilds are doing it together. It's kind of like a nice little thing to do, bro. Yeah. Should attunements be account-wide? Yes, yes, of course. Especially because of the future phases. Let's say you go, you know, phase 6 right now, and you have alt and you want to go Onyxia. What am I going to do, bro, right? How am I going to find somebody doing Onyxia attunement in phase 6? Shortened version is better. I think just account-wide, right? You do it once on your main. If you decide to ever make an alt, you don't have to do it again. How would you feel if Classic Plus had prestige levels, where you could level above 60 but gain no player power? No. What the fuck is that, bro? No, that's... dumb. I think no prestige levels. I don't know. There's no point, bro. What if the prestige levels gave small bonuses to profession? Nah, bro. What if prestige levels gave bonuses to fly path, speed? Nah, bro, it's too much. Imagine like some guy fucking nerds out and sits on a fly path and yeah, I don't know. No prestige levels. Should there be heirloom or heirloom rather? Should there be heirloom type items that you could send to your alts for increased XP? No. No, I don't think so. Again, leveling is super fun in Classic WoW. It should be slow. It should be long. How would you feel if your alts got increasingly more XP? No. No increased XP. Shut the fuck up. Should Classic Plus allow XP toggling? What's a toggle? Oh, like to pause XP. Yes. I think yes, bro, right? Right? Like, why not? Maybe no opinion, I guess. Level 18 twinking is so fun. Yeah, on retail, you can, you know, I guess, pause your experience. And if you want to, you know, do whatever, level 19 twinking, right? I'm okay with either, so I guess no opinion. I'm okay with both, right? I'll do no opinion, right? Whatever. I think either are fine. Whatever they decide to do, it doesn't matter. If you can lock... I mean, twinking is super small part of the game, I guess. Not many people twink around. Let's go. We have 2 more. Rage survey and zone survey. I want to keep the best for last. I feel like raids is the best, right? So I'm gonna do zones before raids, because I think raids are gonna be some good, right? Good moments there. Do you want new continents, worlds, dimensions to be added to Classic Plus? A new dimension. Damn, bro. That sounds really retailish, right? A new dimension. We go to, I guess, fucking twisting nether, maybe. Yes. Of course. I mean, of course I want new, right? Like on launch, I don't have to have, like on launch, it doesn't have to be, but as we move on, right? New patch, new fucking expansion. Of course I want to see new stuff, like something never seen before, right? I don't want to sit in Azeroth in Classic Plus for the next 20 fucking years, right? So of course, yes. If yes, check all you would like to see, not as they launched, but vanillafied. Oh, I get it now. Okay, I get it now. So, for example, Dragon Isles, you know, not like, Dragonfly Dragon Isles. No, I get it now. But when, okay, good question. Great question, by the way. Great question. Wow, bro. Wow, that's a good question, though. That's probably the best question so far in the whole thing. It's really, like, I don't think you're understanding the point of this question. Like, for example, whatever, Pandaria, but vanillafied. You understand? It's not fucking, there's no Garrosh with Siege of Wargammer. Just kind of like zone itself. Okay, so which one would you like to see in like a Classic Plus but vanillafied? Okay, I mean, Dragon Isles are fucking badass though, you have to be honest. Dragon Isles are so awesome, right? You do have to be honest, they are. But I don't know, maybe like they are, again, remember it's vanillafied, right? So there's not going to be any dragon flying fucking 700% right speed on your mount, right? It's vanillafied. Remember, Kultiras, that's a good one as well. I think Kultiras for sure. I think Kultiras, yes, because, after playing a Rexar campaign in Warcraft 3, I'm kind of like, fond of Kultiran lore. So for sure, Kultiras. Broken Isles, oh damn, that's also cool though. Yeah, I like Broken Isles for sure. Draenor, no. Pandaria, no. Emerald Dream, no. Not yet. Lost Isles, no. Gilneas, nah. Tolbarad, no. Twilight Highlands, nah, no. Uldum, sure. That is already, like, Uldum is fine. Deepholm, no. Vasharaj, hell no. Northrend, of course. Outland, honestly, not even either, but sure, right? It's okay. Blood Missile, no. Azure Missile. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to check on Outland. I'm going to go Northrend. Isle of Eldanas, Ghostlands, Hyjal. Hyjal, sure, right? Why not? I mean, it's on the map anyways. I think something like this. This is my answer. Mount Hyjal, right? It's cool to have it. Vanillafied again. Remember, vanillafied. And Northrend, sure. Uldum, right? Yeah, Broken Isles and Kultiras as well. Just like one zone, though, not the whole thing. I mean, I would like to see a lot of these, but if I click like on everything, it's kind of like weird. I'm even thinking about like removing something. Honestly, fuck Northrend. We already saw Northrend in Wrath of the Lich King. Let's do this. Yes, like this. That's my answer. Would you prefer Blizzard focus on improving existing zones or adding new ones at launch? Kind of both. Yeah, somewhere in between. Yeah, kind of both. Improve the existing ones and add like maybe 1 or 2 or 3, whatever, new ones as well, right? I would do both, but I would focus more on this. Like this more than this, but this and then I guess this. Should there be more fast travel option in Classic Plus? Check all if you'd like to see. Portals between cities. Yes. Okay, so let me tell you why though. A lot of people are afraid of the word portal because portal sounds like a retail, right? Oh my god, portal? Really, mate? You have a portal, right? But portal is not like it already exists in Classic WoW, right? At least between the cities, right? Mage. So instead of paying 2 gold to a random fucking mage bot, you will just click on the portal in the city. So definitely portal in the cities. Portals between cities and various zones? No. More ships and zeppelins between the continents? Yes, more, but not many more. Like maybe 1 more. Flypads all over the place. All over the place, maybe not. But like, like in TBC, this. You see how they added in TBC 1 here, for example? That's a good one. But I don't know, like all over the place is like a little bit aggressive, so I'm not going to click on it. But I would like to see a little bit more, right? Not all over the place though. Multiple Hearthstone? No. Should certain fast travel option be unlockable via quest? Like what? Unlock a portal between city? Nah, I don't know, bro. I mean, sure. If you have to do a quest for a portal to fucking Undercity, I mean, it doesn't matter. But like, I would say no. Would you want to see more rare spawns and rare events in the world? Yes, I would like to see more. Yes. Yes. I want more open world stuff. After leveling my shaman and engaging in world PvP, I realized one thing. I will never have this much fun leveling a character on retail. Retail doesn't have the open world excitement and mysticism. It just doesn't have that like feeling, bro. So yes, more open world stuff, more reason to go out there. World quests, rare spawns, events, whatever the fuck you want to do it. How would you feel about more open world mini bosses or world bosses, but cater it to 5 players. Okay, now it's like a little bit too much, bro. At this point, okay, let's add fucking open world, I don't know, fucking soccer field and play football on it. Okay, relax now a bit. No, I think it's too much. Not sure. Depends on how, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Depends how it's done, I guess. Should there be more PvP locations and the events in the zones, like the tower control in EPL and Silitus and Blood Moon? Yes, I think yes. I think yes. I like these. Yes, add more. They get in the way of leveling. No, they don't. Remove PP. I think yes. I would add like couple more. Should the phases in Classic Plus feature limited time or rotating world events? Oh, okay. So AQ opening event. I don't know what to click here, bro. I don't know. No opinion. I really have no opinion in this. Like, I'm stuck right now. I don't really know. You guys can vote 1, 2, 3, or 4. Should the phases the Classic Plus progresses through change the world in a permanent way, like it happened in Cataclysm when Deathwing came down to fucking Earth and literally blasted everything and fucking opened the gap in Barrens? It would be cool though, right? It would be cool, let's be honest, like to like change a little bit, but not like every phase and as drastically, right? Yes, let the world evolve. No, I disagree. I think yes. I think yes. I think every now and then, like, why not? First expansion, maybe there's a fucking big, I don't know, somebody, you know, did a big damage to Stone Talon Desolus. There you go. Desolus changes a bit. Guys, a little bit, right? I think yes, it should evolve. It doesn't have to be as drastic though. Yes, that's my official decision. And now I have another one, which is for raids. And of course, I assume this one is going to be the most controversial one. That's why I said it for the last, right? Classic Plus survey raids. Should there be level up raids that give strong items but require 10 plus players, like in SOD the way they did it? No. No. Big no. Don't even think about it. No level up raids. No. No, no, no. So basically, like in Final Fantasy 14, no. Raids, max level, that's your fucking content. You have dungeons and even fucking heroic dungeons, as we all voted for them, right? So no, that's a big no. How do you feel about catch-up raids? I feel good about them, I guess. Sure. Catch-up raids are... raids invalidate all the work I did in the previous tier? Nah, bro. I don't really care so long as the content is fun. Yes. Catch-up raids are great for getting alts. Yeah, okay, so like this is cringe, and I mean... I don't really like need them too much. So like this, right? As long as it's fun, why not? I agree. How do you feel about RP elements in the raids? Too soon, Executus. Yes. I feel like there should be more of them. They shouldn't remove the RP because lore is really important, right? And like, okay, not every boss should have the RP, obviously, but you know, maybe you should be able to skip the thing, I guess. Like maybe if you don't want to see it again. But honestly, no, keep it. I think keep it. How do you feel about raids getting nerfed? I hate that. I always hated nerfed raids. Like, let me tell you why though. In Classic as well. Nerfing raids in Classic WoW quite literally makes no sense at all. And obviously, as you play more, you will get better gear. And gear is obviously really important. And the raids are, you know, automatically getting nerfed because you're stronger, right? On retail, it makes sense, right? Because raids have literally fucking 150 mechanics or even more. So you sometimes gear is not enough. Like you actually have to nerf the mechanic. Otherwise, you know, there's like a lot of, you know, raid wiping mechanics and stuff like that. So I don't think there should be in Classic at least. Nerfs are enough? No, I don't think so. Outliers aside, nerfs never feel good and should never happen. Let the player struggle. We'll get it eventually. Yes, especially, you know, with more gear. I agree. And like even if you can't kill, like even if you're really bad and you can't clear the raid, there we go, bro. Right? Suck it up, motherfuckers. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like, why does everybody have to clear every single raid who ever exists in WoW? Okay, you guys suck balls. Unlucky, bro. Right? You are yeah, you don't get to fucking clear the raid, I guess so. Unlucky, right? Get better. Improve. Given the choice of a new raid being spoiled by PTR but launched relatively bug-free, given the choice, okay, so I see what you mean. Okay, but I want to talk about this. Like, this is actually a really important topic to talk about. This is one of the reasons why Midnight doesn't excite me at all, or honestly, like Devoted Within or Dragonflight before Midnight, right? But Midnight specifically. Because everybody nowadays has access to beta and PTRs and alpha and all these other, you know, versions of the game before the game actually comes out. So I feel like the hype is kind of dead because I already saw 150 hours of beta content, right? So even though it helps the game obviously be released in, you know, bug-free state, it's a bit annoying. Like knowing, like I know every single boss, every single dungeon, every single mechanic before the, you know, expansion even comes out. But for retail, again, I understand there's like too many mechanics for Blizzard to be able to, you know, balance with like fucking 20, you know, developers. They need people to play it. But for Classic WoW, it's not really that difficult to do so. Like it's not really difficult to, you know, tune a Classic raid, right? It's whatever. And even if there's some sort of bugs, whatever, right? You can fix them. So I don't know. I would say for Classic, no PTR and no, betas and stuff. Just release the fucking game. We're all shocked. Oh shit, look at this, bro, right? So I would say no. I prefer the bugs. The wonder of not having seen what's in the raid and going in blind is the most fun. Yes. And even if there's a bug or two, whatever, we can all laugh it off, I guess. Rank your ideal raid size in Classic Plus from best to worst. Okay. Damn, that's cool though. Wow. Okay, so from best to worst. Okay. 10, no. I think retail is perfect. 20. Even 15 would be fair, good. I think 20 is, like, retail has it really good. After a 15. After 15, I'll do 25. After 25, I'll do 10. After 10, I'll do 30, 35, 40. There you go. That's my order. Yeah. Yeah, I think like 18 would be like the best. Like 18 would be very good. How do you feel about raids and or bosses requiring resist? No. It's so dumb. Like it's borderline retarded. Fucking having to need, you know, resist gear on Sapphire. Like, bro, what the fuck is that, man? So it's really annoying. I don't think they're fun because it's like, it's just kind of boring, bro, right? You have to go out there and get, like, spend more gold on crafted items. No. Should raids have multiple? Yeah. Did any streamer vote for no? Of course, yes. Of course, raid should have more difficulties. Classic players are way too bad for different difficulties. And that's exactly, like, what you said there is correct. But you didn't say it, like, you are right, but you are wrong. Does that make sense? So I'll tell you why though. Yes, a lot of classic players are bad, but there's some players who are also good. So why should the good players sit there and fucking right-click a boss just because there are some bad players who cannot do more than right-click a boss? Does that make sense? And that's why you make different difficulties. The skill gap between players, good and bad players, is huge. That one difficulty is not enough to satisfy both. You need at least 2, even 3. Yes, like my raid's easy, hard, but I don't want to gatekeep other people who don't want to do other... Yeah, exactly. So, like, make, yes, normal and heroic, I guess so, bro. How would you like the difficulty of raids to be in Classic Plus? Keep them about as hard or even easier than Classic. No. The difficulty should be about as hard as some of the raids were in SOD. I never played SOD, though. Raids could be harder, but I would definitely want the amount of quality of the loot to go up. Yes, I like this. They should be harder, not like retail, right? Like a perfect example would be, you know, I don't know, Ice Crown Citadel heroic, right? Like the final boss in Classic Plus should feel like, you know, heroic Lich King. If there were different difficulties of raids, how should the loot differ? Select all the that apply. Okay, so let's say there is normal and heroic. Better stats or bonuses. Higher rarity. Cosmetically different. Made more loot drops per boss. Oh, I get it now. Okay. So if there is heroic and normal, should the items be same but drop more? I like that actually option. But I think maybe just this, you know, just better stats. I kind of like, if you really, I guess you can do this, I guess too. I think just better stats, I guess, bro. Or like this even, right? More loot. Actually, no more loot. Just keep the, just do this, and definitely different cosmetically, right? So you can tell the difference between, you know, heroic raider and normal raider, yes. So this and this. Better stats and you look different. Should cooldowns reset in raids after a wipe? Ooh. No. No. Because on retail, you purposely wipe to reset cooldowns. Unfortunately, bro, you wiped. Like, who the fuck cares? Suck it up, right? It doesn't matter. I know it sucks balls to, you know, wipe with recklessness up, but, bro, come on. Then you can abuse that, right? In a way. I think no, bro. This only affects Warcraft logs, and I think Warcraft logs meta is a bit cringe. And don't get me wrong, I love Warcraft logs. I'm playing for logs myself as well, but I think it's cringe a bit. So yes, I think no. How do you feel about world bosses? I hate world bosses, honestly. I don't know why, I just hate them. I never liked world bosses. I hate them. I actually fucking I despise world bosses. It's a fucking lag shit show. It's boring. I guess lore. Oh my god, there's a lore, bro. If you really care about some lore, put him in a fucking raid, bro, I guess. Get rid of them? Yeah, I hate them, bro. You go there, there's like fucking 67 dudes trying to kill him and everybody's lagging. I don't know, bro. I hate him. No, world bosses are annoying. Exactly, bro. It's just annoying. It's lag fiesta. It's griefable. I don't know, bro. It's just stupid. I hate him. I never did him. How would you want the world bosses to look in Classic Plus? World bosses should be more accessible for everybody. So making them instance locked. Okay. I like world bosses, but feel like the instance version didn't really capture the magic of them. World bosses should never be instance. It makes them super lame. If world bosses exist, they shouldn't be instanced. Yeah, just keep them the way it is, even though it sucks. but it's kind of weird to have him instanced, right? Then it's not a world boss. It's kind of weird. So I guess keep him the way it is, but I would like them to not be in the game, I guess. How do you feel about limited time events like AQ Gate event spawning content in the world within a set limited time frame? Cool. This is one of the most memorable, I guess, events literally in history of WoW. AQ Gates opening. I mean, come on, bro. Even in Classic, like 2019, it was cool as fuck. These events are cool, but they create FOMO. What's FOMO? Fear of missing out. Nah, bro, just don't miss out then, motherfucker, right? It's going to last for a month anyways. It's not going to last for a day. If it lasts for a day, okay, then it sucks. But if it lasts for like 3 weeks, I mean, come on, bro. Keep them in, yes. I like these events and the narratives they create, exactly, but they should last longer than 10 hours. Okay, yes. Like, make them a little bit longer, sure. How do you feel about quests that require you to enter multiple raids? Thunder Fury for this and a T. Oh, I get it now. Okay. I think that's cool, right? I think that's cool. You kind of have to, you get this super rare item and your guild needs to help you, go out to, go in some old raids. It's cool, I think. It's cool, yes. More than likely, you're gonna get your, legendary weapon in a guild. I like it though, yes. These quests seem cool, but in reality, they're just annoying. I mean, they're not even that annoying, to be fair. It's just cool. It's not like you're gonna do Thunder Fury quest every day, right? If you do it every week, right? If every week somebody gets Thunder Fury, I agree, then it's a little bit annoying. But if you do it like twice per phase or whatever, per expansion, it's fine though. Don't you dare change these, yes. How do you feel about bosses cycling week to week or mechanics changing over time? I'd rather no, but why? I don't care, right? I shouldn't have to relearn fight on week 4. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, fair enough. I guess no. I keep the same mechanics. I agree though. Imagine like 5 weeks in a row you get this, mechanic, and then like 5th, 6th week, there's a different mechanic, right? Like Karazhan Opera event? Oh, like that though, where the different boss can spawn? Nah, I mean, sure, but like more no than yes. What's the second option? Some variety is fun, but changing it drastically, sure, there we go. Okay, there we go. Like, sure, a little bit, a little bit, sure, but doing it a lot is too much, yeah. Okay, so how long should raid gear remain relevant? That's a big question right here, because this is something that a lot of retail players are asking themselves as well. So yes, should the gear obtained in phase 1 be somewhat relevant in phase 2, or should it be like on retail where it's completely fucking irrelevant and anything you do literally in normal raid is better than mythic raid in tier before? I think it should be relevant. Now, like, hear me out though. Having a absolute best item from fucking phase 1 in final phase of the game is a bit annoying. For example, DST from Gruul, right? It's a bit annoying to do fucking Gruul's lair in Black Temple or whatever Zulaman phase, right? Because nobody needs DST other than people who need nobody needs Gruul, I mean, other than people who need DST. So you're gonna group up with people who need the trinket, so it's like 25 dudes and everybody needs the same thing. It's really unlikely you're gonna get it anyways. And then if you ask your guild, nobody really wants to go and do it, right? Let's be fair, like nobody wants to fucking go back in time and do that shit. So yes, but not super, right? It shouldn't like linger onto the 3rd phase, right? So maybe like 1 phase, okay, but not 2 though. Only for the current, no. A current gear should be comparable to or slightly worse than the next year. Yes, like slightly worse. Current gear should be relevant. No, there you go, this one. Just like 1 tier. 2 is too much. Should the phase schedule in Classic Plus reorder the raid release schedule of original Vanilla WoW? No opinion. Should Classic Plus allow GDKPs? No. GDKPs basically mean the game is pay to win. It's so simple. Yes, GDKPs can be fun. I understand SR system can be annoying. Some dude who is literally horrendous fucking dog wins your best item just because he rolled more than you. I know it sucks balls, but GDKPs make the game literal pay to win. So I would say no to GDKPs just because yes makes the game more pay to win. It already kind of is, I guess so, bro. And ladies and gentlemen, with this we will conclude our second YouTube video on my survey for Classic Plus. Again, this is a really cool survey, obviously well thought through by Pilav TV. Make sure to click follow, sub, and hug your mom.